Take the fight him out in front of all these people. So the ball is well and truly in AJ's court.
AJ at the end, we might have to might have to stay here a sec. AJ at the end said, I've been calling for you for 10 years. It's been me that's been chasing you.
Well, then let's do it now then. 10 years is gone. Let's talk about today. What did you just see?
Tyson called him out. AJ didn't get up in the ring. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. You've got to ask him that. It doesn't matter. What you need to do is get in the ring with him next.
Yeah, it's all right. But until we have a deal and sign a contract, it's not really AJ's style because it doesn't really matter till it's all ready to go. I believe it will happen. Very confident of that.
Yeah, I feel great, I feel good, very, very happy with everything, and I'm just looking forward to getting this AJ fight signed, if he's got the balls to do it. He was challenged, he didn't accept, he was stunned, he came here tonight to get in the ring and make the fight. The gauntlet was laid and he didn't accept, so what can I do?
What do you think it is? Do you think he's scared? Do you think you look too good?
I don't know, he had his opportunity tonight to
Tensions exploded backstage when Tommy Fury reportedly confronted Anthony Joshua after he refused a face-off with Tyson Fury. Clearly frustrated, Tommy didn't hold back, accusing AJ of avoiding the moment and playing psychological games instead of stepping up. Tommy's reaction was intense, suggesting he believes Joshua is deliberately dodging Tyson rather than showing real courage. He criticized AJ for overcomplicating things, arguing that the fight is simple: accept the challenge and make it happen. According to Tommy, Tyson Fury has already made his intentions clear and is fully ready. He even claimed the situation pushed him to confront Joshua physically backstage, saying he wanted to send a strong message. For Tommy, this fight isn't just important, it's overdue. He emphasized that fans have been waiting nearly a decade for Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury.
I feel like all AJ had to say was, I accept. But he was going around the houses like too much. And, I don't know, it just didn't really make sense. Literally, all he had to say was, I accept, I'll see you soon. But I don't know, Tyson put the ball in his court, so it's all on his terms now.
There's no excuse left to delay it any further. Boxing analyst Duke McKenzie offered a different perspective, explaining that Tyson Fury often uses public call-outs to create pressure, while Joshua prefers to stay calm and avoid unnecessary drama.
Of course, definitely, I see it happening this year. If AJ gets his shit together, like I say, he's gone through a lot. I understand that, but I don't think a tune-up fight helps or doesn't help. Let's just get the fight on. It should have happened 10 years ago, So hopefully.
According to him, AJ's approach is more disciplined, focusing on preparation rather than mind games. Meanwhile, Ajit Kabayel highlighted how dangerous and unpredictable this matchup is. With both fighters carrying knockout power and elite experience, he believes it's a true 50-50 fight where one...
Immediately after the fight. Now, AJ's response was, well, I'm not playing your game. I'm not going to jump in the ring. I'm not going to start bad-mouthing you, and you're not going to start pushing me around. AJ's his own man, ultimately, as is Fury. Fury did it his way, where he thought he could incite a little bit of tension and make everybody start sitting up and believe that he actually meant business because he wants to fight AJ. I believe he wants to fight AJ because
A clean punch could end everything instantly. On the personal side, Paris Fury shared emotional support for Tyson's comeback. She admitted she once had doubts about him returning to the ring, but now fully backs him, praising his dedication while also acknowledging the risks that come with boxing.
Over the fans, yeah, we will see. I think all the fans in Britain he will see the fight. AJ versus Fury.
Who do you think will win that fight after what you saw tonight?
I don't know. I don't know. But my prediction is very bad. I say to you, Fury win the fight maybe in the first 4 rounds, but you see the result. I don't know. Really, I don't know.
Shane Fury also spoke about the fight, pointing out how dangerous heavyweight boxing is, especially at this stage of their careers.
Because listen, interim fights for both men, it's a dangerous thing. As you can see in there, listen, it takes one punch. So for me, if it's going to happen, let it happen next. And then the winner can probably go on to do AJ. If he wins, he could probably go and fight the world title. If Tyson wins, he can go and fight Usyk.
How does that fight go? How does your brother?
Listen, if you'd have asked me 5 or 6 years ago, or 4 or 5 years ago, however long it would have been, it'd have been 75-25 Tyson. Now it evens up. The odds has evened up. I reckon that I'd favour Tyson, but it's a close one. Both men's aged. It's just who's aged.
He noted that both Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua have aged, making the matchup much closer and more unpredictable than before. Promoter Eddie Hearn added fuel to the situation, describing it as an ongoing ego battle between both camps. Each side continues to accuse the other of delaying or playing games, while fans are growing tired of the back-and-forth talk.
I called him the landlord in there. Is he just sick of the years of back and forth at this point?
Because he wants to call the shots, Fury. He always has done. And that's why the fight never happened. So AJ's just saying, look, you need me, you're calling me, and you'll get me. Yeah, the fight, very confident the fight will happen, but at the moment, nothing signed.
Fury said AJ's terrified. Obviously you don't agree, but yeah, what do you make of that?
Terrified of what, that tonight?
Yeah.
Think you'd be terrified of that? Come on. Even Fury fans, as I was walking out tonight, not the same energy.
According to Adam Smith, this is a classic boxing promotion strategy, building hype through tension, uncertainty, and public statements. But the longer negotiations drag on, the more fans begin to question whether the fight will actually happen. At this point, everything comes down to contracts, timing, and who makes the first real move.
As I said, I thought that the fight would be certainly teased, if not agreed, in the ring afterwards for September. That's what I've been hearing. But yeah, we heard in the press conference Tyson Fury signed.
Until then, the tension continues to grow, and so does the demand for one of the biggest fights in boxing history. Carl Froch didn't hold back, suggesting that Anthony Joshua might be the only one not fully pushing for this mega clash.
Don't want that fight, or sounded like they didn't want the fight, was Anthony Joshua. Talking about not stealing his thunder or whatever. I think the fight's going to happen. I think the fight is happening, and we're all looking forward to it. But Tyson Fury deserves respect, deserves credit, and yeah, we've got to acknowledge that he's just had a solid 12 rounds against a game opponent, and he got some good work in there, and that will set him up for the Anthony Joshua fight. And I'd like to see these two come together a little bit and just be face to face, up close and personal. Then you know it's real.
He praised Tyson Fury for staying active and building momentum in the ring, but expressed frustration over the lack of real face-to-face tension. According to him, true fights are born in those intense moments, and without them, fans are left with talk instead of action.
Don't want that fight, or sounded like they didn't want the fight, was Anthony Joshua. Talking about not stealing his thunder or whatever. I think the fight's going to happen. I think the fight is happening, and we're all looking forward to it. But Tyson Fury deserves respect, deserves credit, and yeah, we've got to acknowledge that he's just had a solid 12 rounds against a game opponent, and he got some good work in there, and that will set him up for the Anthony Joshua fight. And I'd like to see these two come together a little bit and just be face to face, up close and personal. Then you know it's real.
Meanwhile, Derek Chisora reacted emotionally, showing zero patience for the ongoing drama. He feels the hype around this fight is uneven, with one side bringing excitement while the other lacks energy. In his blunt opinion, if the fight happens, Joshua's raw power could be the deciding factor.
Fight, nobody sat the fuck down. Everybody was buzzing. This fight, we fucking fell asleep. He cannot give us any. I don't even know why he's calling out AJ. AJ will fucking smoke him. He needs to relax when I call shout out.
Shane Fury pointed out how much the dynamics have changed over time. What once looked like a one-sided advantage for Tyson Fury now feels far more balanced. He still slightly favors Tyson, but
to me, 5 or 6 years ago, or 4 or 5 years ago, however long it would have been, it'd have been 75-25 Tyson. Now it evens up. The odds has evened up. I reckon I'd favour Tyson, but it's a close one. Both men's aged. It's just who's aged.
Smith's age, wear, and damage have made this a much closer and unpredictable fight. For him, it's no longer just about skill. It's about who has aged better. Spencer Brown hinted that this fight is more than just talk and might already be in motion behind the scenes. While details remain unclear, he suggested that major backing and serious planning are involved, making it feel like only a matter of time before everything is officially announced.
I know the fight will happen.
Definitely, this year.
Yeah, you know, we're just baking the cake. It's going to happen.
Turkey.
You know what Tyson said? He just told you.
But Turkey suggested it was going to be announced tonight, so is there a deal in place?
Oh, that's Turkey's business, isn't it? Not mine. But yeah, there's a lot a lot I can't divulge, but I'm just going to say that this fight is going to happen. And the man behind it is Turkey Al-Sheikh, and the company behind it will be Netflix.
From another angle, Andy Lee described the fight as something boxing doesn't necessarily need anymore, but still can't avoid. Even if both fighters are past their absolute peak, the scale of the event is massive. For fans, it's not just about current form. It's about legacy, rivalry, and a defining moment in British boxing history. Anthony Joshua himself made it clear he's not avoiding anyone. However, he revealed that he's dealing with serious personal matters that need his full attention before stepping back into the ring.
Great fight for boxing and for fans. I don't think even man really needs it now. But it's been so long going on. Is it past sell-by date? Probably, but still, it's going to be the biggest. Look how big any Mike Tyson event is, even though how old it, I mean, so people are going to get behind it. And it will be a fight for the ages in terms of an event and in terms of the two guys fighting each other. They're both great fighters.
He insisted that once he returns, he'll be at full strength and more dangerous than ever. Confident in his abilities, AJ even hinted that he's hurt Tyson Fury before and believes he can do it again. On the other side, Tyson Fury made his stance crystal clear. He says Anthony Joshua is the only fight that matters to him now. Titles, rankings, and other opponents mean nothing in comparison.
Joshua next. I'm not interested in boxing. I'll eat 1,000 Easter eggs, go up to 35 stone, I'm out. I'm not interested. It's either him or I'm gone again. I'm not interested at all. I'm not interested in up-and-comers. I'm not interested in someone trying to prove a point over me. I don't care. I don't care about rankings. I don't care about belts. I only care now about AJ. That fight. That's the defining fight for
Fury even suggested he could walk away from boxing entirely if this fight doesn't happen next, showing just how personal and important this showdown has become. Tyson Fury took things to another level with bold, emotional statements that grabbed attention everywhere. But beyond the drama, it showed how much this rivalry truly means to him.
Does Anthony Joshua hit as hard as Makhmedov? Of course he does. But does he get to Tyson as easy? I don't think so.
Tyson said in the week he thinks AJ and Makhmedov will be a 50-50
It's two different. You've got to remember, it's a 50-50 fight. But you've got to remember this. Tyson's not. AJ's not a wrestler, so it's going to be easy to catch for Makhmedov. I'm telling you, it'll be a totally different fight, total different physical confrontation between those two. And I still think...
In his eyes, this isn't just another fight. It's a defining moment for British boxing history. His words raised the stakes massively, turning the potential clash into something deeply personal and career-defining for both fighters. Spencer Brown broke down the matchup from a tactical perspective, explaining that this isn't simply a power versus power fight. While both fighters possess knockout strength, the real difference lies in who can land clean shots more effectively. He believes Fury's movement, size, and ring control could make him a much harder target for Anthony Joshua.
I think that maybe one more fight and then the AJ for the end of the year this year. But I think that the people need it, man. It's been like long overdue. And but for Fury, seeing him the way he fought, he was getting his momentum here and there. And you know, I think in a 12-round fight now, coming into it, the next fight, I think we're going to see a better version of him.
What would you make of the Anthony Joshua fight? How would you see him playing out?
I love Fury. I've always been a fan of Fury. I think that AJ...
According to this analysis, the fight would come down to timing, distance, and adaptability, giving Fury a slight edge in a more complex strategic battle. The long layoff for Anthony Joshua has only increased anticipation around his return. Many believe this fight is long overdue, something fans have been waiting years to see. Teofimo Lopez noted that Fury has been regaining momentum in recent performances, which could make him even more dangerous heading into such a high-stakes showdown. However, when it comes to picking a winner, Lopez didn't fully commit to one side. While respecting Fury's experience and style, he slightly leaned toward Joshua.
I'm the boss, I'm the landlord, and I don't know. He just says AJ stuff, just bollocks. Just say yes, it's the biggest fight in real boxing. Just say yeah, you let him get any younger, you let's get older. The fight's getting harder and harder to make. Just take the fight and just shut up. Just have the fight. That's the difference between me and him. I'll have it. I'll fucking have it. You don't need to go with me into a fight. I'll have it. You need to go with me and have it right away, you know?
Suggesting AJ could edge a very close fight that might go the full 12 rounds and test both men mentally and physically. Dillian Whyte delivered a passionate reaction, clearly frustrated with all the talk surrounding this fight. He criticized both camps for overcomplicating what should be a straightforward deal. In his view, elite fighters should stop the endless promotion and simply step into the ring. Whyte even compared himself, saying he would accept a fight like this instantly, without delays, politics, or negotiation drama. His comments reflect a wider frustration within boxing, where fans and fighters alike feel this rivalry has been dragged on for far too long. For him, the message is simple. Stop talking, stop delaying, and make the fight happen. At this point, the Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury saga has become bigger than just a fight. It's now about legacy, timing, pride, and dominance in the heavyweight era. Everything is on the line. Reputations, careers, and the question of who truly ruled this generation. With Alexander Usyk potentially waiting in the background, the pressure only increases. Whoever proves themselves here could earn the right to face him next and solidify their legacy. And in a sport as unpredictable as boxing, where even names like Jake Paul continue to shake expectations, nothing can be taken for granted. Now the real question is simple. Who is mentally stronger right now? Joshua or Fury? Who wants it more when it matters most? Because in heavyweight boxing, one punch can change everything. Who are you backing? Drop your prediction below and join the debate.